Let's go over the highlights of the month of August. Starting on August 1st, we have Mike, a Rippaverse critic. I know I titled the video with Rippaverse haters, but I gotta include this one, even though Mike is not a hater, because he does behave like a hater sometimes. He made a short video expressing disappointment in the announcement of Deborah as the Yaira #1 artist. He was not impressed with Deborah's early art, and for some reason did not compare it to her current art. This was an odd complaint by Mike. He has a habit of nitpicking small details and obsessing over things. Then an actual hater says, once the reviews are in for ISOM #2, the next couple releases are going to perform poorly. Eric's arrogance and inability to take valid criticism will be his undoing. I'll be sure to laugh at the insufferable fans of this trash when it all goes up in flames. Well, the reviews have been great so far. Fans are loving the story and art. Josh Friedmaster got locked out of his account for violating copyright laws by posting 30 full pages of ISOM #1. He went into protected mode for a few days. Coco Fox, a longtime detractor of Eric July, defended Josh and said Rippaverse is abusing copyright, striking down accounts that did nothing wrong. That's a lie. It's simple. Don't post full pages of copyrighted material, and you won't get in trouble. Eric July released a super cool warehouse drone fly-through video at the start of ISOM #2 fulfillment. Puma Fist, a weirdo who films his backyard fence and nothing else, said this about the warehouse fly-through video. If this is a real warehouse and not CGI, what are you doing with all that wasted space? You don't need all that space. As a dock foreman who works in a warehouse, I know what I'm talking about. You should take my advice. On August 2nd, Riley posted his day 52 video walking up a hill, exercising until he is fit enough to pull up and shave Eric July. Riley is a fan of Vito and Buster Baxter. Not long after this video, I believe got suspended for stealing the Rippaverse logo and promoting an online store and merch that used the slightly altered logo. Clear violation of copyright. Organized Chaos posted an ISOM #1 fight scene that ended up going viral with nearly 1 million impressions on his post. Thousands of fake fans were talking about things they know nothing about, saying the 180-degree rule was broken, and this scene reads from right to left like a manga instead of left to right like a comic. The Fandom Initiative did their weekly stream, and Eric's Reloaded was crying about the Rippaverse warehouse, talking about how it's unnecessary and nobody cares about a stupid warehouse. Actual Fandom was temporarily suspended for violating copyright by promoting websites that host pirated copies of ISOM #1. He admitted his actions were egregious and bad faith and regained access to the account after 1 week. Vicky, an online lawyer, marketer, logistics expert, writer, artist, internet historian, and psychologist, was very upset after facing the consequences for violating copyright by promoting pirated copies of ISOM #1. Just like actual Fandom. She was forced to delete the infringing post, then submitted an appeal. I don't think the appeal went the way she hoped since she got suspended 2 weeks later, but only for a few hours. On August 2nd, Puma Fist returns with another video and responded to Eric July's video about haters talking nonsense in regards to the warehouse. On August 3rd, the copyright goalpost was beginning to spread, and Nerdette, a YouTuber with over 70,000 subscribers, streamed about the situation, titling it, Eric July and Rippaverse commits the worst creator sin, attacks and silences critics. Mask-off moment for this hater. These people, man. Must be miserable to have this much hate in your heart. Sad. August 4th, Vicky accused me of slander. I responded with, slander requires a reputation that can be damaged of which you do not possess. Depressed Ron Paul, huge troll who loves to make memes on the daily. His memes are so bad that he got suspended for including threats in them to try and get reactions. He made more sock accounts afterwards. Nerdette had a guest on her stream who said, Eric July hired the Soska sisters for name value and popularity, not talent. He also hired Kara Lynn after she got fired from limited run games. Not because she was the best community manager or whatever, but because of notoriety so he can look good. First time I've seen this type of goalpost. Creating ISOM in a way that baits people into complaining about minor details they perceive as a mistake, then correcting them, increasing engagement, a critique-baiting grift. August 5th, no one is going to remember ISOM in 5 years. August 6th, Mitch says he's looking forward to Rippaverse's inevitable bankruptcy. Puma Fist back with another video rant about Rippaverse. This guy has become a regular cast member in the clown show. August 7th, customer had an error with the promo code for the ISOM #1 cover C limited time $12 price. Eric July fixed the error. This person thought the error was intentional and meant to charge full price instead. That's one wild conspiracy theory. Coco Fox spreading misinformation. Riley, the weirdo who walks up a hill every day to get fit enough and pull up on Eric July to shave him, created the Clippaverse trademark infringing parody of the Rippaverse logo. Coco Fox lies and acts like the Clippaverse is an innocent parody. Slash says, keep in mind, under United States copyright law, Riley can sue Eric for all he's worth as Eric has violated copyright law as parody is protected under fair use. Then there is this. Crazy. Actual fandom sharing a scene he's confused by in ISOM #1 with Vicky. Stubby Toe says, I ate a suspension because Eric July reported me for calling him a bitch. August 8th. This guy brags he is one of the biggest detractors, which is delusional because nobody knows who he is. Buster Baxter comes out as a furry. August 9th. Nick Davis, a hater who makes children's comics, attempts to instigate trouble between Eric July and children's charity Comic Books for Kids. He quickly deleted the tweet after I called him out. Coward. August 11th. Alexandra asks, how long can Rippaverse survive when its second book has a 50% customer drop-off with a pre-order campaign that is 4 times as long? August 13th. Puma Fist says, it's looking more and more like my prediction is correct. ISOM #2 is not going to beat ISOM #1. You're not going to do it, bud. $2.3 million is most likely, and $2.5 million max. August 14th. Riley's girlfriend appears on the Drunken Peasants podcast while wearing the Clippaverse sweater. Riley and her are a detractor couple. Matthew says, Eric July is the worst thing for the indie comic scene. His pay pigs are wasting time, money, and energy for a dishonest man. I've seen this argument before. The one where Eric is taking away from the indie comics community and driving potential fans away. That is a load of crap. People who argue this never provide facts to support their claims. Actual fandom, with a meme. August 16th. Actual Fandom made a heavily edited 1 hour and 22-minute documentary of his year-long experience attacking Eric July. His obsession is disturbing. He promised to stop talking about Eric many times, but always defaults back to saying something. Stream topic can be about content he enjoys like the X-Men, but then he spends a large portion of the stream complaining about Eric. Then there is this moron who says, Eric July hired the Soska sisters and a female artist to work on the Yaira book. Chuck Dixon writing for all white heroes and Eric writing the black heroes. They criticize mainstream for this, but are doing the same thing. August 17th, Vicky got suspended for a few hours. Conspiracy theory by detractor who thinks Eric is false, flagging anyone who tells the truth about him. Haters keep breaking the rules. August 21st, Ethan Van Sciver got mass reported and suspended. Haters celebrated. August 22nd, Gnome says, Eric July is going to finish ISOM #3, and then never write again. When the business fails, it can be other people who gave poor work and not him. So this gnome fool thinks Eric is going to give up on his passion and creativity. Because of what? Exactly. Puma Fist says ISOM #3 will make $1.5 million, and Rippaverse will fail if it doesn't make more. August 24th, Vito and Buster Baxter panic. August 25th, Vito makes video saying he didn't do it, that he didn't instigate the lawsuit.